Yeah. All right, we were having some technical difficulties there. We thought we were live streaming, but appears that we don't think we were. But so in case you missed it, 174 was a victory for the Air Force Falcons for Connor Witt with a decision, and then Wyoming has taken the next three at 184, 197, and heavyweight to put the Cowboys ahead 12-3. And it's a close match here at 125 with Josh Martinez and Tyler Cox. Josh ranked number 4 in the country, and Tyler number 8 in the country. Josh a sophomore and Tyler a junior, and it's a pretty exciting match. A lot of action here from the little guys. And the reason that they're at 125 right now is because we started at 174. So 12 seconds left to work here in the second period with a score of 1-0. Tyler Cox leading. And now it is Martinez's choice, and he chooses down. We got a good scramble here. Cox has a leg in on the bottom, and Josh is trying to work the boot out. But here, Cox is accumulating a lot of riding time, so, okay. Josh has a forfeit that position. Now he's working up again. His hips are on top of his. Cox is looking for back points there with a nice tilt. Doesn't get it. Josh is up to his feet again. Needs to get away here. Cox has 44 seconds of riding time. Josh needs to get out quick here. Otherwise, he is going to get a point of riding time. He is really sticky on top, the Wyoming wrestler. And Josh is working. Okay, so reversal of 2 for Josh Martinez. The riding time is working back now in his favor, and Cox is under a minute, and Josh brings him out of bounds. So Josh is ahead 2-1. Riding time negligible as of now. Riding time advantage is 51 seconds for Wyoming. Caution there on Wyoming. Quick start. So he flattens the Wyoming wrestler out, and Martinez is on top. 9 seconds left to go here. Looks like Josh is going to take the 2-1 victory. And he does. The fans are on their feet here, and that was a nice match. Good win for Air Force, good win for Josh, and the Air Force Falcons are back in the fight. I don't want to... All right, now at 133 we have Greg Rinker for Air Force, and for Wyoming we have Gunnar Woodburn, who's a freshman out of Oklahoma. All right, Greg on a shot there. Greg has made a couple attempts here in the first period already. He's looking to score. He's on the offensive, putting the Wyoming guy on his heels. Greg's looking to work this front head here. Now it works up to an underhook. And they're out of bounds. Back to the center. Quick shot in there for Woodburn of Wyoming and Rinker Sprawls. He's trying to work his front head there. Once he breaks the lock, and now he has the front head. And he looks to circle behind there, but the Wyoming opponent squares up. Still on their feet. Low shot attempt. Rinker sprawls. Got him flattened out. Looking to work behind here. And there's two for Air Force. Rinker's working on top here, looks for a roll through tilt, doesn't quite get it. So there's 35. Oh, looks like he's got the roll through tilt. He got back points there.
Apparently when I click it, it just highlighted and just didn't do anything. He said it happens.
So it was going the whole time?
No, he said he doesn't know if it was, but
It is now.
like, yeah, it is now. I told him like I clicked it, he goes, no, sometimes that happens.
So Rinker's going to end up on top there to end the first period with a score of 5-0. He had sprawl on a takedown and 3 near fall on the roll through tilt.
Also, a minute of riding time.
And also Rinker has a minute of riding time. Rinker chooses to start down to start the second period. First initial action, Rinker goes up to his feet and Wyoming throws in a boot. Not too much happening here. Looks like it's going to end in a stalemate. Yep, stalemate here. Again, the guy tries to throw in the boot. Rinker catches the boot, though. But we're in the same position as from the last start. Not too much happening. It's kind of a lot of hanging on by Wyoming, which is good for them because they're getting riding time off of this. Rinker still has a 22-second riding time advantage. Again, Wyoming throws in a boot there. Rinker catches it. And the Wyoming wrestler's working a half on the right side. Yep. There's a warning for stalling on Wyoming because pretty much sitting there waiting for the stalemate, not really trying to work for a turn or anything. Rinker's up again, rolls, and catches a reversal off of a kind of a Granby roll there, and Rinker's on top now with a score of 7-0. Now Rinker's working back up on riding time and has 10 seconds. It'd be key for Air Force here to get some bonus points in this match because at 184, Wyoming got bonus points for Benjamin Stroh, who is ranked number 18 in the country. All right, so there's 17 seconds left in the second period. Greg is still on top here, even though it appears it's kind of in a shot sprawl position, but he's still getting riding time. And so the second period will end with Greg having 56 seconds of riding time advantage and leading the match 7-0. Wyoming's Gunnar Woodburn chooses down. Start the third period. Rinker throws in a half. And Rinker is one of the longest wrestlers you'll ever see for a 133-pounder. He's taller than some of the guys on the team at 174. So Rinker gets a little high there, adjusts himself. Looks like he's trying to throw in a boot, and he's got a crossface on. Rinker looks like he's looking for one of those roll-through tilts again, which would be huge because, well, actually, unless he could just ride him out for the rest of the third period and get the riding time point to make it 8-0 and get the major decision. But it looks like he's working for a turn here. Rinker throws in a leg, and this is where he gets really frustrating. A lot of guys in the room throws in the leg, and he's really good at scrambling around from there. And Rinker catches his arm. Looks like he's looking for a pry back position. This could be huge here. 30 seconds to work. The guy's fighting down pretty tough, though. Rinker rolls through, and now he's got the guy. He's got Wyoming's Gunnar Woodburn flattened out. And it looks like Rinker's gonna win here with 8-0 major decision over Wyoming, which is pretty big because that's an extra team point. So now the score is 10-12. Wyoming is still in the lead, but your Air Force Falcons are coming back strong. All right, now we're at 141, and we got Carter McElhaney, a junior from Air Force, and we got Cole Mendenhall, who's a freshman from Great Falls, Montana, here at 141. So Carter recently back in the lineup after beating one of the other Air Force wrestlers in a wrestle-off recently. So he's fresh and looking to get back at it. And Carter has been a starter here for a couple years. A lot of hand fighting in there. Carter makes a shot attempt. Shot for Wyoming, kind of a half shot. still a lot of hand fighting here, and Carter shoots him off the mat. And again, we got Carter McElhaney for Air Force, and we got Cole Mendenhall for Wyoming. Junior versus a freshman. Two for Wyoming off of a takedown. Carter gets away right away. Carter's going to be looking here to get his own takedown in the first period. 24 seconds left to work. And Carter shoots him off the mat to end of the first period. Wyoming's Mendenhall is winning 2-1 with 2 seconds of riding time. Mendenhall will start down to start the second period. McElhaney's working a claw ride here. A lot of forward pressure. The guy's trying to work a tripod up to his feet. Looking for a mat return here, and he gets it. Again, pulls him back kind of on top of him. Other guy reaches behind and kind of, he's got McElhaney in a headlock position, really tight position, and gets the fall for Wyoming. That's a tough one. 2 pins for Wyoming so far. It's a lot of bonus points to get back. But now at 149, we got Natrell Demison, known as Chewy, his nickname here, who's a freshman out of Bakersfield, California. And we got Austin Breckenridge, who's a sophomore from Cheyenne, Wyoming. And he's looking to throw here, but Chewy takes him right to his back. 2 points plus he gets 3 counts, so he gets 2 near fall. So 4-0 here for I'm gonna refer to Natrell Demison as Chewy for the rest of the match. Yep, they go out of bounds and Chewy's on top. Yep, Wyoming's Breckenridge came out looking for a throw right away, and Chewy took him right to his back. That pin right there would have been huge to get some of those bonus points back for the Falcons. And Chewy's looking for tilt here. Another roll through tilt, kind of the same one that Rinker was doing earlier, and he's got it. He's got count, and he's got a 5 count there. 3 back points. The ref didn't give it yet. He's got to break the hold, and now he gets it. Correction, looks like only 2 near fall. Looked like the ref counted 5 to me. Regardless, still 6-0 here in the first period. And Wyoming gets an escape there. And a Chewy, nice low shot there off of an underhook. Kind of like a high crotch single. It's got the guy up in the air. Wants to look to take him back to the middle of the mat here, so he's got more space to work, and that's what it looks like he's doing. Works for the trip, and he got the 2. The ref awarded the 2. And they're close to the edge of the mat. which puts Chewy ahead 8-0. Wyoming's looking for a scramble here, trying to spin out of that position. Yep, so they're going to go back to the center here. Wyoming's Breckenridge works up to his feet. Chewy Matt returns him. He's in. There's back points there. Oh, he's looking for the fall, and the Wyoming guy fights off his back. Almost another huge position there. Another roll through tilt action coming through. He's getting points off of this. And that was definitely a 5 count. I heard him say 5. Okay, now he's got 3. And he's working it again. Chewy, if he keeps doing this, going to work for the tech fall here, which is 5 team points. It's a nice roll through tilt off a 2-on-1. So the effective score is 14-1 to end the first period. Chewy's a high school national champion out of California. All right, we start the second period here. Chewy fires up right away. Oh, fortunately, the ref counted 2 back points off of Chewy's attempt to get out of the leg ride there, which questionable call. I thought Chewy was on top of the other wrestler, but either way, Chewy is still ahead by a large margin of 14-3 with 1:55 of riding time. Chewy again fires up right away. The guy works a boot in and a half. Seen this from a lot of the Wyoming guys. A lot of forward pressure for Breckenridge of Wyoming. And kind of little hip action scramble here, and Chewy's around for the reversal 2 points. 16-3 is your score, and I won't be surprised to see Chewy do more of those 2-on-1 roll through tilts. Air Force really needs some big points here. Either a fall or a tech fall would be huge. So I guess a warning was called on Chewy of Air Force. Not quite sure where that one's coming from. So some scrambling action there on the feet. Chewy's got that tilt again, but the guy's got his leg all the way out. He knows it's coming. All right, so it looks like Wyoming's elected to go on the feet. Chewy, quick shot attempt. No points yet. And the reason it would be huge for bonus points here is because Air Force has kind of an unusual lineup. At 57 and 65, the 2 normal starters are injured, so The two normal starters being Kremeyer and Jesse Stafford. And Chewy's back in on a shot attempt. Low single. Wyoming's looking to sit the corner, and he's got hooked around the crotch. Air Force looking for a stalemate. Stalemate going back to the center. The score is 18-7 here in the third period with 1:12 left to go. Chewy in on a double. He's got the two, he's throwing the half, and he's looking for the fall here. Oh, nope. Wyoming's guy is really good at fighting off his back. All right, 39 seconds here left in the third period, 19-7. There's been at least 3 times here in this match where Natrell Demison has had the Wyoming guy on his back. And again, Wyoming tries to look for a roll. Chewy's got kind of an inside Turk position, but the Wyoming guy scrambles out of it. And we're back to with Wyoming on his belly. 5 seconds left here. Looks like it's going to be another major decision for Air Force. All right, so Air Force needs to win these next 2 matches to win the dual meet. And get bonus points. Nope, sorry, don't need bonus points. But they need to win the next 2 matches here. So the score is 14-18, Falcons 14, Cowboys 18. With 2 matches left in the dual meet, 157 and 165. So at 157 we have Jerry McGinty from Colorado Springs, right down the road. And then we got Andy McCauley Jr. from Rock Springs, Wyoming. McCauley's in with a nice blast double right away and works McGinty off the mat. McGinty normally a 49-pounder, weighed in probably about 151 instead of the 157 because still has to be eligible to make 149. So there's a little bit of size advantage there for Wyoming. But McGinty's a warrior. McGinty working that sit-out position there. Wyoming kind of looking through that for that suck back, trying to throw in a leg. Wyoming's got a lot of forward pressures, got a claw in. And McGinty's up to his feet. A lot of action there on the mat. Been working on that in practice last week, and McGinty just showed you there. So the score is 2-1 with Wyoming's McCauley ahead. McCauley kind of working in the center off of one knee, looking for a throw, and gets the throw. McGinty, Air Force and McGinty on the back, and a fall for Wyoming. That was quite a throw. He really threw his hips in there, felt really confident in that position. You can tell he's been throwing guys for a while. So now at 165, it looks like we got Dakota Frias from Adele, Iowa, who's a junior from Wyoming. And for your Air Force Falcons, we got Connor Heddish, who's a freshman from Pennsylvania. And this is another match where you're going to see that size advantage for Wyoming, as a Heddish is normally a 57-pounder, but Air Force having to kind of accommodate to some injuries on the team and bumping guys up and moving guys around. Heddish working in and out. A lot of hand fighting there, kind of getting a little physical. Wyoming looks for a duck under. Heddish sits him. However, Wyoming's Dakota is working up the body, and he's got the leg elevated. But it might look like it's going to be a stalemate position here. Looks like they're on the edge. Oh, 2 for Wyoming. They're close to the edge of the map, but Dakota Fries from Wyoming kept pushing the pace. Heddish with the sit out. Looking to get away here on the edge of the mat. There's kind of a 2-on-1 tilt there for Wyoming. No points yet. It's close. Got a 1 count. 1. Now he's got points. He got the 2 count there. Makes the score 4-0. He's still got the hold, so the ref has not awarded the points yet. Now he does. Heddish working that sit-out position again, and the other guy working that 2-on-1, trying to look for the same exact tilt as last time. Go back to the center, and Heddish is down. So another sit-out position here, and 5 seconds left in the first period. Looks like it's going to end in 4-0 score for Wyoming. So kind of the premier matchup of the night was Josh Martinez, number 4, versus Tyler Cox, number 8. With Martinez with a close, narrow win of 2-1 over Cox, and it was an exciting one with a lot of action. Okay, so back to 165, 5-0 Wyoming's lead after Wyoming started down in the second period. A lot of hand fighting going on. Wyoming's trying to work an underhook. Looks like on both sides. Snaps him down to a front head. Wyoming's got the front headlock against Heddish. Trying to work the corner on a head in the hole. Heddish fighting it off. Keeps squaring. Wyoming keeps circling the corner. And he hooks the leg and gets the 2. Hedish got 2-on-1 hand control, works up to his feet. Wyoming looks like he's going to drop down that high crotch, run it over to a double. That's what he does. Looks like he landed on top of a leg there, possibly trying to work a Turk position, but the period runs out. So we're going to start third period here with hair forced choice. Hedish is going to choose down, and the score is 7-0 with 2:12 riding time advantage for Dakota Frias. And Wyoming all match has been working that position, kind of a claw or half ride, and sucking guys back looking for tilt points. So your score is 7-1 with 1:30 left in the third period. Hedish got to look to work here. And that was a nice shot by Wyoming, kind of like a underhook throw by to a low shot, but Hedish rolls under a leg, looking for a scramble position here on the edge of the mat. And looks like there's no points yet. Still scrambling down there. A lot of hand fighting. And 2 for Wyoming on the edge of the mat to bring your score 9-1 with 2:37 of riding time for Wyoming. So 19 seconds left here in the third period. Five seconds. Looks like Wyoming's going to end up on top. And 1 second left here. And the match is going to go Wyoming's way 10-1 at 165, bringing the dual meet score to 27-14, with Wyoming being the victor over the Air Force Falcons. Tough night for the Falcons. Some injuries in the lineup. But a lot of guys came out there and fought hard. Wyoming wrestled hard as well, and they ended up on top. Thanks for being with us tonight, and have a good night. Thanks.